Hello my dear students, welcome to the video lecture brought to you by Mrs. Narmada Mohan, Assistant Professor, Department of English, St. Anne's Arts and Science College. This video lecture is on Imagism. Imagism is an early 20th century movement and most influential movement after Pre-Raphaelite movement in the English literature, and it is the precursor for Modernist movement. Imagism is a style of writing poetry. It is inspired by T.E. Hulme and formulated by Ezra Pound. T.S. Hulme, an English philosopher and poet, expressed that poetry should accurately present its subject without excess use of words. This Imagism movement is a reaction against romantic optimism and Victorian artificial and sophisticated use of language in poetry. The backdrop for Imagism movement is high industrialization, rapid urbanization in the early 20th century, fascism, and pre-World War I conflicts, as well as technological development, especially invention of camera and photography. These technologies totally change the way we look at the life. You know how a photograph captures a motionless still of a life. In the same way, the Imagism, the imagist poetry, captures a motionless still of a life, and the image is described using simple use of words, as suggested by T.S. Hulme. Painting has been an inspiration for many literary movements in the history of English literature, and photograph as a variant form of painting has inspired Imagism movement. The imagist poetry reflects the photographic technology. The photography, how it captures the life in the same way, the imagist poetry captures the life in the image form, and meaning is conveyed through the image. This imagist style of writing poetry mimics the Japanese poetic form, Haiku, and insists on free verse rather than conventional poetic form and rhythmic pattern. In a nutshell, Imagism is a way of creating image. It's a style of writing poetry where the poet creates an image in the minds of the reader who read the poem, and image conveys the underlying message or abstract ideas of the poem. In the words of Ezra Pound, the poem must express its essence with minimum use of words. All the imagist poets follows basic rules. Direct treatment of the subject. The image that is described, it should be direct, and it should be described using ordinary language. It should be very direct, ordinary, precise and sharp, with no extra flowery language at all, and with minimum use of words, and no comment or moralizing elements. The poetry should represent the life as it is, and there should not be any point of view of the poet. And Ezra Pound is considered as the father of Imagism movement. His major works are the Canto, In a Station of the Metro, The Seafarer, The Return, and there are many other works which are by Ezra Pound. And of those works, On a Station of Metro is a perfect example of imagist poetry. Illustration of a metro is a short poem containing 1-2 lines. It is published in the year 1913. The setting of the poem is a metro station in Paris, France. These 2 lines create 2 different images, 2 poetic scenes in the reader's mind. The first line, the apparition of these faces and the crowd. It brings out, or it creates an image in the minds of the readers, the image of a crowd waiting in the metro station. And immediately the next line brings you another image, petals, the broken petals from the flower falls on the wet black bow. And these 2 lines are connected using metaphor, comparison. The apparition meaning is ghost-like. Ghost means there is no life. The faces in the crowd that is waiting for the train has no life, has no soul in their face. It's very long and lifeless faces, and those are compared to the petals that are broken away from the flower and falls on the wet black bow. Bow is a large branch of a tree. Black bow may suggest it's a dry bow. It has become dry because it lost life. Again, wet here suggests the petals would have fallen from the flower after a stormy night. It made the bow wet. A stormy night, a stormy incident made a beautiful flower lost its life, broken into or shattered into petals that falls on the lifeless bow. Hope this video lecture helps you to understand what is Imagism. Thank you for watching this video lecture. Bye bye.